Wadi 2001 at GT World here. I helped a buddy yesterday do a survival, and he said he was happy that I was going to do a description, live description, which is what this is, of how to create a survival. And that way he'd be able to have his computer beside him and stop, pause the video, and then he'd be able to follow along. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I've done one before, but this will be probably more in depth. Plus, I'll show you how to get the zombies to chase you around whatever survival you want. Um, you get to this menu from options. You have to be in the game. Doesn't matter story mode or online. Hit the option button, go down to creator, and just say, yeah, I want to join the I want to do the creator, and then you get this screen. Now, the map that you see right here is where you were when you hit the button for creator. So I'll show you how to get around that. We want to create a survival, and Rockstar has a tutorial, which is pretty good. It's not complete, but it's okay. Excuse me for the mic. So let's create a survival from scratch. And then you get your typical loading screen. And this is where my salvage yard is. Now, if you zoom out, this will be for the PS4, PS5 crew, PlayStation crew, basically. So my directions are going to be based on that. Left trigger will zoom out. Then the toggle switch, this is the right toggle switch. This is the left toggle switch. Very slow, but you'll figure that out. So if you want to start your survival here, just you're fine. I would rather start it in a place where there's lots of area to hide, because I don't want to get into props right now. Okay, so let's go down here. Now, if you want to do the map, press the option button, and then you've got your map. And you can zoom in and out, same as normal. So wherever you click, wherever you click here, that's where it will go. We could do inside the prison. You could do top of the observatory. I did one there before. Container terminal. Actually, container terminal isn't too bad. So let's try that, because there's lots of places to hide. All right, so we'll do that there. And when you next wake up, you'll be in the container terminal. The first thing you do, you don't have to worry about survival details yet. Survival configuration, no, but you do have to do placement. Radio is the radio you want to, when the survival's loading. It's ridiculous to have that. Anyway, so placement. The first thing you do before you do anything else, which is kind of saying the same thing twice anyway, is to put a trigger. It's not really what it says, because I'll show you later. All right, so press X. It's not set yet. That's just getting you into placing the trigger. And then press X again. So it's double X. All right, so you're fine. These warning signs tell you that this has to be set up before you can save the survival. It doesn't mean that you have to do them now. You can do all this other stuff now, but you have to do these before you save, preview, test, or publish. Okay, so let's go back to placement. We've done the trigger. Let's put down play area bounds. And what that means is where the dividing line is between being in the survival and leaving the survival. So you can have a box or you can have a cylinder. I prefer cylinders, but you can do whatever you want. Radius shows up when you go down to radius. Okay, so now you look at this, you zoom out a bit, it gets bigger. It's the right directional button, or smaller. I suppose you could get right down to here if you just wanted. You see some of the AFK ones that are really small, so I assume that that's the area that they are. I prefer an area where you don't have to worry about leaving survival, and it gives you, and let's zoom out a bit, and it gives you much more territory to hide, basically, which is what you want to do. All right, so that's 195. Now, on some survivals, you can't climb up on a trailer, or you can't climb up a building, whatever. That's because raised roof top height is on, but we don't want that, so we'll leave it off. If you can't go into the subway, for instance, if you're starting out on top of the subway and you don't want players to go down in the subway, you would turn this on. But I don't like that, so we'll have it off. Okay, so we're gonna placement is here, and for some reason you have to move the cylinder just a bit, and there, it's done. So now that there was a warning sign there before, but now there's not. Lobby camera, don't worry about that yet. On some survivals, you'll see just the map, just the same as you'd see it when you're in the game. The lobby camera that I like is one that shows you what the survival is like, especially up near the dam. A lot of survivals around the dam just show the dam, right? They don't show the structures, they don't show the borders, they don't show anything. So leave that till the last. Player spawn points, let's do that. And zoom in a bit. It's all going to be around the same area, right? So we just go, go here, go there. I think you need 4, but maybe not. All right, so that seems to be, oh no, you can do another one. All right, this is early yet, so let's do this. I want to move that one. I don't like that where it is, okay? So I'm going to go right over it. See on the lower right where it says delete? That could go for anything that you're putting in. You could putting in a prop, you're putting in an armor or a health spot. If you want to delete it, just go delete. Okay, so that one's not there anymore. And we'll go up here and go like that. And I think that's it. I don't think you can do any more. All right. Enemy spawn points. You can have like 30 of these, which is a lot, and I'll tell you why later on. Zoom in. Let's set them just as, no, I guess we have to set them here. Too close to an enemy spawn point. All right, well, we'll have them coming from 4 different directions. They go crazy with this. You can have so many that they're just coming from all directions. The problem is, I'll do 5. The problem is when it comes to test them, to test the survival, it has to test every single spawn point. So if you got 30 spawn points, you're going to be there for a while. All right, so at this point, we have the area, we have the enemy spawn points, we have our players' spawn points. If you want land vehicles, let's do that next. The default vehicle, I'll zoom in, is this pickup truck. I don't know what they call it in your part of the world, but in my part of the world, they call it a pickup truck. All right, now it has to be level. And I think it has to be outside the boundaries. Okay, so see how every corner of that is like on the road. And you can't have it there because that particular rectangle is not flat, and it's not all, basically it's flat that you need. If I put it over here, I can't put it there. I can't even put it here because it's not level. See those edges? All right. I guess that's because if you're putting a tank or something. And you're right. Okay, this is R1. And when you're placing anything like a prop or a vehicle, this is R1. This is L1. So you can place it, you could make them face any direction you want, even though when they come in, they're usually sliding sideways down the road or something like that. So let's put another one over here just for the heck of it. Now zoom in. And you see it's not straight, it's hitting that barrier on the bottom. Can you go there? There you can. All right, but we'll straighten it out because we like to do that. So that's three vehicles. Even though it says two, there's actually three set. I don't know why it says two, because I think there are three set, aren't there? Oh, let's set another one just to do it. Oh, it's too close to another one. All right, we'll set one here. Why isn't this working? Oh, because it's not there. Maybe I've set as many as I can. Outside the I told you that already and I forgot it. It has to be outside the playing area. Okay. So we'll zoom out again, go back. Now if you want to get into props, I'm not going to put props on this one because it gets pretty confusing. I'll show you why. There's so many props to choose from. This is the type of barrier it is. So you've got, a barrier. You've got this is the type of prop, I should say. You've got barriers. You've got benches. That's if you're doing something on the water. If you zoom in, you can see them. Construction. You've got all kinds of them here. Plus, you've got we're doing a survival, but you have all the props for racing too. You've got stunt tracks. You've got stunt track with barriers. You've got these ridiculous walls that you see. You can put them in a survival if you want, and I've used them, but you've got all these. So even the tubes and stuff, they're kind of fun to place, but you can go crazy with them. I'll show you one that I use all the time, and even in Christmas and stuff like that. You've got here. You've got Christmas trees and all kinds of stuff. Let's go into barriers. The one I use all the time is very difficult to find, and you'll see these in most survivals. I'm scrolling right now, and you'll see what I mean about how hard it is to find. There's so many. Oh shoot, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I'm wasting your time. Barriers. All right. I'll show you what I mean here. Sorry about that, Chief. That's the one I want. So if you get into barriers, rock the directional button to the right. Okay, so let's put one here. We're going to put it. Let's put it on. Okay, let's go down to prop stacking. Yes, we can do that. That means you can prop one of these on top of one another. So if that's one I've chosen there, and you can see. Oh shoot, I did it wrong. I put one down and I can put another one on top of it. Why can't I do that? All right, well, for some reason, I can usually stack them and I don't know why I can't. Prop stacking is on. All right, well, these are things that you're going to have to learn on your own then, because I can't. I always can stack them. Who knows why? But you can also put them on top of here, which is what I wanted to do. So let's delete that one. Delete that one. And delete that one. So we've got one down. Now you can put up to, see in the lower right, you can put 200 props down, or 20 dynamic props. And there's also that memory graph on the top. So once you run out of memory, that's it. You can't do anything more. I will figure out why that is, but I don't know why that is, why I can't stack one on top of another one. I've always been able to do that. All right. All right, so props we've put in. Pickup positions. Everybody loves the pickup positions. You have 3 to choose from: weapons, health, or armor. So let's go with, our guys are spawning here. So let's put some health here. Let's put some armor here. You can put armor up on top here. You can put it beside this protection thing. And I think you can put 19. We'll put one here too, a few there just in case. Nope, there. Okay, so pickup positions we've got, arena props we've got, we didn't have many, we've done all that. Lobby camera, now you pretty much got this set, so let's do a lobby camera. That's it, we'll just go click. Okay, so now we've cleared all the warnings there. We've got everything set up that we need. Survival configuration. Starting out with how many waves do you want? You can go, ridiculous with it, up to 20. I prefer something like 5 just until we and my crew test it. You can choose the land vehicle options here. Now it'll say you're going to change everything. You can choose off-road SUVs, super. You can put tanks in, all your typical ones. If you go into weaponized, you've got the Tampa, which is fun. None of these other ones seem to shoot anything, so there's no sense in using them. I don't know, that perhaps they're weaponized. I've never had oppressors, so why use them? Again, these don't seem to shoot. Sometimes none of these. The Aqua sometimes can shoot. I'm not going to use that though. The tank, that's a lot of fun. Let's all right, Tampa, we'll stick with that. Okay. Okay. So we chose that. It's going to be the Tampa. Do you want land vehicles on every wave? Why not? Air vehicle options. It's always the Buzzard, unless you want something more dangerous. The Buzzards are easy though. All right, so we'll go Buzzard. Again, do you want them on every level? Yeah, why not? Or you can disable them on every level. Number of waves we've got, wave configuration. Let's see what we've got here. The enemy model it'll show you a picture of what they are too. And then in each one you've got all these other types. But we're not going to do that. Heavy unit model again. Enable heavy units on all waves. Why not? we're going to try and get into zombies. Squad enemy options. It'll take me a minute to find this because every single time. Just a second here. Survival configuration. Bear with me. Advanced okay. Let's go into wave configuration. Go into wave 1. Go down to advanced configuration. Go into squad configuration. Primary, tertiary, secondary, or tertiary. So let's go back to primary. Let's do more squads. 5 members each, so that's 20. Squad health is how strong they are as opposed to a standard person. Squad accuracy, you can increase that if you want. These guys won't have weapons, so it doesn't matter. Combat ability, average, poor, professional. Squad presets, this is where they are. Primary gives you the shamblers or the runners. It'll do this alert every single time. So we're going to go runners. Secondary, just it wastes a lot of time anyway. So we've got runners through, and you've got tertiary. All right. So that is your wave. Now, if you want to do the same for all 3, you can do that on your own. I'm not going to do it here and waste your time. You can change all the waves here and go back to primary and then set these things. If you want like let's say current wave 5, you can increase the health, you can increase the armor, you can make them all heavy, so you can increase accuracy if the guns. Combat ability is professional, and we've got that set up for zombies. Okay. I'll watch it not work. Okay, so we've got all that set up. I think we're done pretty much. Survival details. We'll just run through this. We'll just go A, R2, done. Description, B, done. And a photo. So basically you're showing where it's taking place, which is fairly obvious here. And that's what people will see when they're starting it. So there you go. We're going to save that. iFruit radio, whatever you want. Now, if you have you'll see blimps in some of these. That's under. I haven't shown you that, but you can find it on your own. If you want to set the blimp text, this is where you do it. So we've got all that stuff. We have no more alerts. The only alert we have now is to preview and test. You can preview the whole survival step by step if you want. I'm not going to do that. Before you can publish it, you have to test all the spawn points. So let's do that. We'll see how things go. Activate the menu. If you want to exit the test, that's where okay, but we're not going to test it. Now you don't have armor at this point unless you started beforehand. And you can't die here. Don't worry about that. You can't die. These guys will come up and try and get you. But it doesn't matter because they can't hurt you. Now, the other thing to remember in this, you don't have your normal weapons. You have some of your weapons, but you don't have all of them. Okay? Oh, there's the Tampa. Now, the Tampa can't kill you either. Oh, you can also put in how many people are in each vehicle. I forgot to show you that, but you can figure that out. And this one. Oh, we got two here. All right. You can put two in. And here's the last one. Oh. Even though they can't kill you in this, they run over you, and it just wastes more time. All right. Now, it will say 5 of 6 enemy spawn points of 4 and 4. So this will end very, very quickly because there's one spawn point it hasn't tested. As soon as it does, this will stop. Where are they? They're over here. Oh, they're all right. They spawned up there. Oh, yeah, these aren't trolls, right? Or aren't zombies because I didn't bother doing them. All right. That's why you have to set zombies for every wave if you want zombies. Now they're spawning way the heck up there. All right, there's one. There's another one. Where's this guy? Oh, he's in between. He's coming then. He's coming to get me. Oh. You disgust me. Now they should be done. Okay, so you completed your spawn test. And we're all ready to go. So essentially it's done. If you're not sure, if your husband, wife, or mother, father calls you for supper, go save. All right. And if you want to publish it so everybody else can play your survival, you would publish it. I'm not going to publish this one because I want to have it all with zombies, not regular AI. So we'll go exit. Yep. I'll just show you one more thing before I go. You can create all these other things too. But I concentrate on survivals, obviously. If you want to load a creation, let's say we want to load our saved creations. Here you choose if you want to all the published ones. These are all ones I've published. This is the one I just saved. I think there's 2 there. That's a race I did that I never finished. And if I want to load the one we just did, I just press that. Takes a second. Okay, so there. There. So that's just by loading it, you have to preview and test it again. So, which is fine. It's not a big deal. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching this long and laborious 28-minute survival and GT World over and out. As soon as I figure out how to stop it.